However, you fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biscuit, you a fisherman?
Not much. Just every now and then.
Okay. I'm talking about actual fish.
I understand.
Okay. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Plenty of
You never.
You're talking about with a fishing pole and not a can of beer.
Right.
Not getting on Plenty of Fish and cruising for single moms.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but you can fish now with a can of beer that has a reel on the side of it.
Got a point.
Okay.
Okay. So fishing. We all know our buddies or our grandpa or our dad's fishing buddies that tell those fish stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, I caught that big lunker, it's like whatever, and it's probably a fucking minnow.
Yeah.
It was this big.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, growing up listening to those stories, I'm thinking, those are the best, right? Those are the best stories.
They are.
There's no other...
the Moby Dick of
Right.
your childhood.
Yeah, there is no other sport, though, that you can bullshit lie about. That's what I was thinking for the longest time, until I started playing golf. I've never heard so many fucking people lie about what they actually fucking score on the golf course.
I shot 3 over par. The fuck you did? You shot 72 over par. I can't do it. I cannot. I'm not a prairie pool guy. I can't do it. You're never gonna catch me doing it.
you've played golf, so I know that you
I
understand
did.
this.
Both my older 2 daughters.
And Biscuit has played golf.
My oldest 2 daughters. They both played golf through high school. My oldest daughter still plays golf where she lives, and she has a women's league she plays in. So they both play golf. I tried to play golf with them. I found that I'm really good at drinking beer.
Yeah, of course. Driving a cart.
Yeah.
The thing about golf is there's 500,000 Tiger Woods out there. If you don't believe me, just ask him.
Right, I get that.
I think that's what he's getting.
I get that. But what I'm saying is that, so you play golf with a group of people, right? And sometimes that group will go and play with other people,
Right.
right? And then you ask him, he's like, hey man, how'd you shoot? And they give you some bullshit. Case in point, so there's this one individual I play with all the time.
Okay.
We used to play golf all the time. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to start. I'm playing with this one guy now. He just started. It's about his 3rd time playing golf. I'm like, okay, makes sense. And you've been busy, so I know you haven't swung a club in like fucking month, right? So I can just imagine what your score is going to be for this round. We shot a 42, right? And I'm thinking, okay, 6 over, it's not bad. But I'm like, if this guy's only started playing golf and this is his 3rd time ever playing, and you haven't swung a golf club in like a month, how the fuck did you score 42? Because I played golf with you.
The question is it a 3-hole course?
Even 3-hole courses.
Putt.
Case of that same person with another person said that they scored 1 under one time, and there ain't a way in hell.
That windmill got him the next game.
That's what I'm saying. If
Fish
you're
stories.
if you're a PGA and you're playing and there's cameras there and the ball's there's always going to be somebody there. But if you can muff your score, I play in men's league right now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this other group, they call themselves a company that's around the area, and they're beating everybody by like 10 strokes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But they said the first 3 weeks you develop a handicap, and these guys sandbag the shit. They were having like high 15s to 20s as handicaps, and they're pulling in 42s on a daily basis, right? And I'm like, what the fuck, really? If you score good and you have a handicap at like 8, man, you gotta score good.
Yeah.
Just get some points, because if you don't get no points unless you under par, and these guys are like, I got a 20 handicap, but I shoot a 40. I shoot 4 over all the time.
I got a 20 handicap, and I qualified for the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I'm a scratch golfer, but I got a 20 handicap. Fuck off. And they win money all the way every week.
So golfing is like bass fishing.
Golfing is worse
It's worse.
Oh, hands down, it's worse.
People lie more.
Oh, Jesus. People lie more and fluff their scores more in golf than they do anything in bass fishing, or anything. Any fishing whatsoever. It is horrible.
That you know that I'm gonna throw you a loop because this just came to my mind. You're talking about this. Motorcyclists are the same way.
See, and I would never
You will
I
hear
would never
and
think of that.
biscuit rides.
I would never think of that.
Biscuit rides. And my shit's not. Everybody knows my shit because you ask Kentucky because the people track me when I'm on the road. I ride distance. I love riding distance. I rode to Kentucky. What is that? It's about a 10 and a half hours, 11 hour. Okay, 11-hour trip normally. I left I was supposed to leave Friday morning, but there were storms all day Friday between here and there. So I left Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock after getting up and going to work at 3 o'clock in the morning because I needed to go so I could miss storms. 16 and a half hours through all night long in rainstorms and everything else. And everybody knows it happened because you can see it. But there are guys that I know, man, I did a iron button this weekend.
Do they talk like that too?
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
Did you have to change your fucking voice?
They got to do. They
Like
try to
it-
get all groveling. Yeah, brother.
Did you?
Yeah, brother. I did. I went out.
Step into the Slim
I
Jim.
went out on my Harley, brother, and I did 1,000 miles, and it only took me like 6 hours. Wait a minute. What? That doesn't even. That's not even possible.
That doesn't even compute.
Then you go look at their bike, and it's got like 1,500 miles on it. They've owned it for 2 years.
I'm still figuring out why you changed your voice.
Have you've heard them?
Something you can always tell about a happy bike rider is they got bugs in their teeth. And when they got bugs in their teeth, they gonna have a lower voice because all them bugs down the throat.
I think that's what it is. If I go on a trip and I come back, my voice is lower because of fucking wind going. You don't have a choice. It's fucking blowing in there. Yeah. But no, you go.
And
go
of course,
ahead.
he's always yelling at people anyways, so.
I'm a fucking horrible road rage person. I yell at people.
I could definitely see.
I have some bad stories about that, but no, in the same. It's exactly the same. People go out and talk about all the riding they've done and all this and that. I went here, I rode this road, I rode that road, blah 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 blah. And you go riding with them, and they can barely go down the road straight. Like, how did you go ride the Pig Trail in Arkansas or $1 Million Highway or any of these, any name a twisty road in the southeast? You know what I mean? But you can't cruise at 85 mile an hour on a straight road. I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't ride those rides, but they didn't ride them the way they say. Oh yeah, I was floorboard to floorboard. No, you weren't. It's the same thing.
I would never have guessed it.
I'm starting to think that that's in all walks of life.